After escaping from the orb, the 14th string reached human civilizations and started manipulating gene frequencies of people. But key strings being a part of justice had unbearable radiation. So being unable to hold its power, none of those humans could survive, and like this 7 humans died. But 8th person managed to live with that mutation, making her a primordial hybrid having control over the element of fire. When she got altered by the string, Justice sensed it, and knowing that many cosmic entities will get attracted towards her, told me to protect her until she gets ready to learn and control those abilities. Meanwhile, I managed to find and capture that 14th string and returned the orb to Justice. But Justice only kept strings and returned the orb back, telling that it was meant for me. After giving string to Justice, I returned back to Earth and started keeping watch on her, and just as Justice predicted, she became a target for uncountable terrestrial beings, which I kept taking out, and all of those creatures were being consumed by the orb. After consuming beings for days, the orb started to glow and turned into a blade warrior, and seeing me surprised, he told me that he is a sagacious devil, and there was a drop of his blood in the orb, which after consuming enough of matter turned him into his complete form. Even though I didn't understood much, but nodded as I did and asked him about his motives. "I will protect her," he replied, and followed it by stating that it was his mistake that the 14th string was let loose, and went on to slice entire wave of terrestrials by himself. And as a matter of fact, the number of attacks were drastically increasing with each passing day, so Sagecious was a massive help. Over the next couple of days, me and Sagecious kept on neutralizing those attacks, and almost after a month, the girl came to us and, calling me by my own name, asked if she knows me. I remained silent. She followed her question by telling that she saw me in her dream, where, before she could finish her statement, she blacked out and her body turned into flames, and her glow and heat kept on increasing. While this was happening, we got hit by surprise attack which pierced Sagecious, taking him out early. In order to save both Sagecious and girl, I picked them both up and escaped the terrestrials. And after getting to cover, looked at Sagecious. And to make the situation worse, Sagecious had no energy left to heal himself, so we had to take a risky step, and I decided to charge him up using my cosmic blast, which turned him back into the orb. But before I could check on the girl, those terrestrial beings found us. So we had to go on offense, but since I had used major portion of my energy in restoring Sagecious, my attacks weren't as strong as they should have been, and as a result I was getting overpowered by the terrestrials and got beaten by them. Meanwhile, some of the terrestrials went towards the girl but were unable to reach her because of her heat emission. So they decided to use a prototype weapon, Grinnn cage, which was made of the element of same name and had property of energy absorption and conversion. And as a theory, the stronger the person, stronger the cage becomes. But before they could kill me or capture her, Justice opened a dimensional portal and teleported me and entire army of terrestrials into the trap.